Hi sweeties, welcome to a new video. If you're new here, and if you're returning, Sabi. Hi sweeties. Today we're doing something new that I'm trying to introduce to my channel. It is called the TBR challenge jar. Now I know you've heard of the TBR prompt jar. That's like help you decide, helps you decide on what specific book you're going to read for that day or for the week or for the month. Usually they do it in like a monthly TBRs, I believe, but mine is a TBR challenge jar. Now what this is about is like it's to help me read, but like in a fun way. So I wrote down a few challenges here for me so that I could do some challenges here that I can do for like a week that is just fun. This has 12 challenges inside because I want to do 2 in a month at least, and hope you'll enjoy this together. So before we start, have you liked and subscribed? You haven't? I'll give you a minute. Are you done? Are you done? Okay, we can move on. So let us decide which challenge we're doing this week, or the first ever challenge for this month. Okay, you have this one. I think you'll see it first. What does it say? Ah, it was upside down. So what does it say? Is it upside down? Just in case it's upside down. Okay, 3 books in 3 days. Oh my god, that's exciting. Okay, we're gonna be reading 3 books in 3 days. I love that. I don't feel like starting today, so I'll be back tomorrow and we can start our 3 books in 3 days. Good morning sweeties, welcome to the next day. It is day 1 of 3 books in 3 days, and the first book we're reading is The Polygamist by Sue Nyati. Now the reason why we're reading this book, or the reason I actually bought this book, is because it is being turned into a Netflix show. It is being turned into a Netflix series, and it's coming out on the 12th of June, which I think is Friday. I decided this is where we're gonna start. I might actually do just 3 days of South African authors, but we shall see. Yeah, so we're starting with The Polygamist by Sue Nyati. It says, choose company, 5 is definitely a crowd. The Polygamist weaves a tale of 4 women whose lives become intertwined when they all fall for a wealthy banking magnate, Jonasi. Why would you fall for a black man named Jonasi? Is he black? Seemingly indomitable and oozing money, power, and sex appeal, Jonasi is about to complicate all their lives forever. Sounds like a man to me. Joyce is pampered wife number 1 who lives in the lap of luxury. She believes she has the perfect marriage until Matipa rears her coiffed head. You just had to Matipa. Matipa is the glamorous mistress every married woman hates. Her driving ambition is to usurp Joyce's roles as Jonasi's lover and wife. Sure? Essie is Jonasi's best kept secret, the second wife no one knows about. She cared for Jonasi long before he became the man he is, and plays the role of second fiddle, knowing he'll always come back to her. Lindani's main goal in life is to upgrade herself from girlfriend to wife. When she meets Jonasi, she thinks all her problems have been answered, not knowing they have only just begun. Take a journey with these 4 women and get caught up in the explosive havoc of marriage to a multitude. Is it a South African author or is it a Zimbabwean author? I'm not sure, because it says she was born and educated in Zimbabwe. But she had to keep up the charade to the end. Wow. She was glad he was dead. Okay. So I just finished chapter 1, which is like 15 pages or something. The thing is, right, I think this is gonna be such a fun read, but also emotional, because it also touches on, not the cheating part, but yeah, cheating is always emotional, but then it touches on like the strength of a woman literally caring for her man, believing in her man. Because at one point she literally says, if there was a trophy for cheerleader, I would have won it because I was my husband's biggest supporter. And that hits home, because like, you know, when you support someone so much and then they succeed, but then like at the end of the day they don't recognize the support you put into them, like everything you've been pouring into them for them to be where they are right now. And that is so sad, because she literally abandoned her family, everything, to be with this man. Oh, but other than that, it's funny. She compares her father to the Zimbabwean bird that's on their flag, and I was like, okay, we don't like the father, clearly. But yeah, let's continue reading. The mother, she's like, we don't fall apart, Joyce, we get even. Give that woman bells into tea. Because what? Poetic justice thing. Poet. A boss move. I love a boss move. Am I dark? Yes, I am. Wait, now I'm too light. Just so I think that's it. Yeah, I love a boss move. One thing she did, this man was planning to leave her with the kids, and she's like, fuck no. You think you and your mistress are gonna live high and mighty up there while I suffer with the kids? No, I'll fetch them on Sunday. Enjoy. Boss move. Boss move. So we're on chapter 9, which is page 64. I just finished a chapter on another woman, right? I'm not gonna tell you like the details, but then we thought Joyce was going through the most. Joyce is the first wife, the one he's married to and then wants to divorce. We thought she was going through it. Yeah, no. Yo, this woman, the third one, I don't even know her name. What's her name? Essie. Yo, and not that I'm saying Joyce, her struggles, what she's gone through, what she's still currently going through, is any less painful than Essie's. Not that I'm comparing pain. Joyce, it was Essie, oh, my heart bleeds for you. My heart bleeds for you. Oh, I'm a daughter. Oh, you see, oh. Listen, I'm not gonna lie, Joyce's mother eats. She eats each and every time. She has no filter, but I love her because she tells the truth. Literally, she's like, you think your husband doesn't lie to you? Who do you think you are? Check your father. Check what your father did. Perfect example. Not even going far to say their neighbors, your own father. And you think your husband doesn't lie to you? Because Joyce decided to do something, right? And she's like, I'm not okay with the fact that my husband doesn't know that I'm doing this. And then her mother was like, child, shut up. Shut up. And she was right. She was right because she found out. Oh, wow, Joyce. Oh, when will you learn? I think she's learned now, to be honest. Oh. No. When I told my mom, she slapped me hard across the face and said, that man pays for your school fees. Oh, but men will always cheat, but I'd rather be somebody's wife than anybody's whore. I want the security that comes with marriage, the security of belonging. Guys, oh, I'm good. 5 stars. 5 stars. Yeah, this book was amazing. Jonas, I'm a dog. She unintentionally called him good looking, and he noticed because she was like, you're such a liar, Zola. You're such a liar. Zola laughed. Good looking mean like you tell such ugly lies. Good looking. Get it, girl. I think one thing men don't realize is the fact that certain things are so sentimental to us. Like, we're emotional creatures. So certain things, certain places, certain areas are sentimental to us. Because she's like, this man took the MMC took the FMC to this other place, right? And this other lady saw them. The ex of the MMC saw them together, and then she's like, why did he specifically take her there? Like, that's our place, that's where we used to go. And I felt that for her. I feel that for her, because that was a sentimental place for them, and now he's just casually taking everybody there like she meant nothing. So I can relate to him. Felt that. Writing, especially black South African authors, because they understand the lingo. Like, but man, and the fact that you named one of the characters Priscilla, Mbali, Okuhle. My sister, you ate down with those names. Ha. He wanted to send an ambulance. Girl, that if that was not your sign to move the fuck on, she's injured. They're on the phone together. She's injured. He hears she's injured. You know what he does? He's like, okay, I'll call the ambulance. He doesn't rush to her again. And then she's like, no, you come, please, baby. You tell him to come. He doesn't. His first instinct is not to come rush to you, to save you, to check all right. Hey, angeke, bathong. I'm shook. Mbali, not Mbali. What's your Okuhle? Limbali. Yeah. Okay, so it is currently 8:30 p.m. I've made some honey rooibos tea, and we're gonna jump straight into. We're gonna continue reading the book. Okay, so we are on page 122, which is chapter 21. It's titled In Recovery, so we're gonna continue from there. all alone. Look at sad. I don't understand her shit. Now, one thing I love about dating a black man, right? Just like one of the things, an African man, is that like they understand certain things. It's just easier. It's just easier to date from your race or culture because they already understand certain things because they were raised in that culture as well. So he knows, holy, a black mother does not play. When I met especially from the township. Like I think suburban African mothers are different. The ones from Kasi, no one I whatever, never nonsense. So the fact that he took initiative to do this, I can forgive him for everything. Like it's okay. What did he do? Huh? Who? Him? Never. Okay, I'm done with this book, but I think it ended on a cliffhanger. Like I think it ended, I'm not sure. I'm about to go on TikTok right now. Oh, my bangs. I'm about to go on TikTok right now to find out if it ends on a cliffhanger or what. So innocent, so inexperienced with life, with certain things that happen, and he's at an age where like a lot of men are experimenting, a lot of men are doing things, so they are sort of experienced, like have some form of knowledge with what certain things they do, right? He is so inexperienced, and the fact that they gave him trauma as well, I can't. But I got to what I did not like was that I got to the sex scene, the smutty scene, right? And before the smut happened, he had a flashback of his trauma, and then the smut happened. I did not like that because I feel like in some way to me it felt like he was doing it for the sake of doing it, because then he literally was like, let me push this back so that I can have this experience, you know, which was sort of sad because I feel like because of him having a flashback, that means he's not fully over his trauma, or he's not fully healed from the trauma, and that's just something I didn't like. Other than that, I'm so enjoying this book. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's a breath of fresh air. The author's writing style is something that is so unique because he incorporated so many things in a chapter that it is not a lot in terms of like new information. It's just the details were just remarkable, and how he worded certain things, how he made the scenario feel so vivid that you felt as though you weren't. I cannot be the MMC, but I feel like the MMC is a part of me. Does that make sense? Like he's a part of my close-knit family that I feel for him. Like I feel deep lovely, personal, inspiring book, because like uh there were so many. I feel like there were so many aspects that I want to talk about, but I can't because it's going to spoil the book. Like, there's so many scenes that are like so personal. But the one thing that stands out the most is like him just trying by all means to get someone to safety, and then deciding in that minute that like, okay, wait, I just can't take just her. It has to be someone else as well. I have to save people. And that is so heart wrenching, realizing that so much could happen. There's a lot of bad things that could happen, especially because I like mentally I think like when things go bad, they go bad. Like one bad thing and then five bad things will happen after that. It's like a train smash, like train wreck, like. So I think for him to decide that, okay, you know what, I'm already in this maze, let me just go for it, you know, was so heroic and inspiring. Also, him having to face everything that he had to go through alone, being like he had no one to talk to, he had no one to vent to, he had to go through all of this alone without knowing where to start in terms of like trying to heal or figuring out what to do next. He had to go through the trauma by facing it in the way that I feel was so sad for me. Like I said, the smut scene that happened was so sad. But he went through it, and I feel like that made him heal a bit, because he slowly started to open up. He slowly started to engage with someone else, to open up to other people, and finally like someone, even though that happened, something happened afterwards. But yeah, I honestly rated this book a 4-star. And we made it till the end of the video. We survived 3 days of reading 3 books straight. And if you made it till the very end, love you loads, Kesana. I'll see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye.